Biafra to come. I am telling our people so they understand. The mountains, I didn't say one mountain, the mountains in front of us that we need to overcome. And for us to overcome it, we need to be very strong mentally, mental strength. Just like when you're doing anything in life, and it appears as if you are being buffeted from everywhere. That is the time that you no longer rely on willpower or your muscles. You go to your brain to endure and to persevere and to keep going until you overcome. That is the stage we are in right now. To make sure that our brain is in gear to confront everything the Janjaweed has to throw at us. We don't have money. Their budget is over $20 billion to fight us. They can bribe Facebook. They can buy them off. They can do anything they like. They can come to some of you and bribe you off. They can promise you what you've never had before. They can give you maybe a house in Dubai. They can promise you a vehicle. They can tell you, oh, we'll make you vice president. They can promise you anything to make sure that you're like them. But this very IPOB, this very hardcore is not going to move. And I will tell you why we can't move.
And on this day, as we continue to prepare and show to the world how deeply saddened we are and how ready we are to take our freedom either by force or by peaceful means. I have come today as a continuation to show to the world that personally I have denounced Nigeria long time ago, the day I joined Biafra struggle. And I have also made it very clear that some of the medals I won both in the national level will be returned back to Nigeria as a show of seriousness. I am going to refresh this particular so we don't have an issue. So, as a sign of seriousness to the struggle for Biafra, I say that my own concern is to see that place where people don't go and they succeed, I want to go there and succeed. My own goal and everything I want to do in this life is that I want my name to be written, among those who has made history, especially in the freedom of their people. So to continue to show the seriousness and to encourage other people, for people to understand how serious I am, today I will be destroying the Nigeria passport, my former Nigeria passport, as a point of contact to show my seriousness for denouncing Nigeria. Before I do that, I want everybody to see the Nigeria passport. Let me see if the light can. Here is the Nigeria passport. And as you all can see, you can see my name there. It says Ekpa Simon Njoko, the Federal Republic of Nigeria. You see, this passport was issued in 2003. In 2003, it was issued. You can take a screenshot of it if you want. So I am here to continue to do what our fathers did. I am here to continue what our fathers did. The likes of Akano Ibiam. Akano Ibiam, it expired. The passport expired in 2008. The passport expired in 2008. It was issued in July 28, 2003, and expired 2008. And of course, you have a lot of stamps in this passport and all that. So you see, I keep record. I am not those that when something, when they finish with document, they throw it away. Okay, so I keep document. So this is just one of it, and it is going to be a point of contact to destroy everything I have with Nigeria, including in the spirit and physically. And now I focus only on Biafra. Okay, and today I will destroy it, video it, and put it to any place you can think of. Akan Ibiam returned the knighthood given to him by the Queen of England because of the way Biafra people was treated. A lot of people in protest about the killing and annihilation of Biafra people by the Nigeria Fulani-controlled government. What did they do? They returned their award. And like I promised Nigeria, if they have not received the medal that I won for Nigeria so many years ago, they are going to as soon as possible. Because today I denounce Nigeria, and everything I am going to be doing, and like I have done in the past, we continue to do, will be for the best interest of the restoration of Biafra and for the Biafra people. I have no contact. I cut every ties with Nigeria. I cannot be part of a terrorist country. I cannot be part of a country that sponsors the killing of their own people. I cannot be part and proud to call myself Nigeria or even have anything associated with Nigeria. So the fight between the Biafra people and Nigeria from today is the restoration and the total liberation of Biafra people from Nigeria. Thank you very much. And let it be in the history of this freedom fighting that Simon Ekpa on this day, in case if you think that my own Biafra is the one I am doing and then I will be going back and start collecting money or start having meeting with politicians. Never. Let me on record that on this day, the 2nd day of April, 2022, I denounced Nigeria. Although I have denounced Nigeria before, but I think maybe to some people it may not be enough. So today I officially destroy the passport of Nigeria that I have in public and on live broadcast that I have nothing, absolutely nothing to do with Nigeria. The only ties between me and Nigeria is to fight until the entire world will remember that Biafra people have been treated very badly.
I'm asking a very pertinent question. Is Nigeria working for you? Major General Muhammadu Buhari retired, knew the solutions to Boko Haram till he finally became president. He asked ex-President Jonathan to resign because of insecurity. He cried empathetically. He promised to end Boko Haram in 3 months. But now, he's telling us he's done his best to arm the military. Why isn't he resigning? Governor Fashola knew the solutions to providing stable power supply till he became Minister of Power, and darkness pervaded the land. After trying hard and giving excuses like he only plays a supervisory role, the ministry was assigned to someone else. Power grid, still they collapse. The NSAS protests were tagged insurrection. In fact, someone said Aisha Yusufu ought to be in jail for instigating violence. Then farmers were beheaded in Borno. Same person asked Aisha Yusufu to lead a protest. Aren't these people supposed to forbid hypocrisy? Is Nigeria working for any Nigerian today? From leaders hoarding food for the poor, receiving kickbacks from government contracts, to farmers needing permission to go to their farms. Is Nigeria working for you? Why is Zamfara's gold for Zamfara and Niger Delta oil for Nigeria? Why is Hisba destroying alcohol, but their state governments receive federal allocation from monies received via taxation, including tax on alcoholic beverages? Why are some federal roads abandoned to bandits and kidnappers? Who is in charge of Nigeria's security? The president is talking tough this time. Most times, he's as shocked by the rest of us by the absence of good governance under him. Regardless of his campaign promises and the manifesto of his political party, Nigeria has rolled back in terms of development. From Naira continually losing its value to our recently launched locomotive trains breaking down in the middle of nowhere. Nigeria has to be working for some people though. The government can do no wrong. To this set of people, their money isn't being stolen, even if the money is being borrowed, leaving debts for their own children to pay in future. Even if the leaders don't use public institutions, from sending their children to Ivy League schools abroad to getting medical treatment abroad, some people who have nothing and we need to donate money for their medical bills if they have a serious ailment, continue to hail the obvious lack of good governance till Nigeria happens to them. Then they get a little pissed. May Nigeria never happen to you. Say amen. We deserve better than the political class who go home with millions monthly to represent people who can't even afford to feed themselves. I am Olajumoke Alaode James. Nigeria is not working for me. Is Nigeria working for you?
Chapter 1. The Man from Alabama. In 1963, a black minister from a small town in Alabama, in the south of the United States, led a march of more than 250,000 people to Washington, D.C. There, he made a speech that became famous. "I have a dream," he said. He dreamed of all the people of America, black and white, living together in peace and freedom. He said that all men and women should be equal. Many of the marchers cried as they listened to him. The minister's speech was shown on television all over the world, and he became a hero to millions of people who saw and heard the speech. But there were also people who hated this man and his ideas. They did not want black people to be free. They did not want them to have equal rights. In 1968, less than 5 years after his famous speech, a white man shot him dead. The minister was only 39 years old. When people heard of his death, there was much sadness, and people cried in the streets. But many people were very angry too, and there were riots in the big cities. In Chicago and Washington, black people burned buildings and fought the police. Hundreds of black people were killed in these riots. 15 years after his death, the government of the United States made his birthday a holiday. Today, he is remembered as one of the greatest Americans of the 20th century. Who was this man? Why did so many people love him? Why did others hate him? The man from Alabama, the man who had a dream, was Martin Luther King, and the story of his life is the story of a people's fight for freedom.
spilling our blood, we'll count our privilege. The will that which emboldens the free shall always be a flag of liberty.
IPOB, one family. Biafrans all over the world. If we want safety and security for our people, then let's continue to support Eastern Security Network. All donations are welcome. No contribution is too small or too large. Do your part, knowing that freedom is in our hands and together we must all rise to the occasion. Go to our website to make your contribution, www.ipobinUSA.org/donate. And remember that freedom is not free, but together we restore it. Farm by farm, forest by forest, house by house, and street by street.
Take it. Good evening, good morning, good afternoon. Welcome to the broadcast today. And this is late night broadcast with me. This day, the 26th to 27th, between 26th and 27th of July 2022. We are going to refresh and we continue from there. Thank you very much. You are watching live and direct on Voice of Biafra 97.5 FM, live and direct on Enter Biafra channel 1 and 2, live and direct on YouTube, Enter Biafra, live and direct on Twitter, Twitch, live and direct on other auto-piloted IPOB media platform. Today, I can see some people are not comfortable with 30 minutes of program before I start broadcasting. Well, if you want to have me talking within 5 minutes, everybody need to subscribe to the notification so that within a minute, we are going to have the number that could be listening before others joining us. So the reason why we are having jingles is to also pass message to you so that this message will sync. It is not advertisement. Do you know what is advertisement? Advertisement is when you are making program and I am advertising something for you to buy or for you to go and subscribe. It becomes advertisement. What we have done for the past 30 minutes is a message also, is awareness also for you to know what is going on, why you are leaving Nigeria, why we must continue and all that. In this jingle, you have listened to Afghanistan story. It is part of it. You listen to whether Nigeria is working for you. It is part of the education. You listen to the Martin Luther story. It is also education. You listen to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's prophecy, where he said we are going to enter a very pivotal week. It is part of the education. So all these things is something that must sink inside you so that your brain will begin to work. And let me tell you, if you have listened to them before, does not mean that other people have not listened to it. There are people that are joining us for the very first time today. There are people that are on this channel for the very first time. So they need to know what you know. That is the way to go. We are going to be doing that so that it will impact those who are joining today and those who have joined before. If we don't do it like that, some of you, Fulani Nama have destroyed some of your brain. So if I don't do it every day, you are going to forget. You can imagine if just within 1 year, some people are shouting Obi. You can imagine for after following Mazi Nnamdi Kanu for 8 years, they are shouting Obi, they are shouting PVC. All of a sudden, they have forgotten Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and forgot that they also supported Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, making him to be where he is today. And because he's there, they are now shouting Obi. And they are living in a very wildest dream that Obi is going to do something if he becomes a president of a country that does not exist. All right. I have come this evening. We are going to have a little time here. I have come this evening so that everybody will understand where we are. What I have come to do is to continue the exposition on the Tinubu Islamic State Party. Tinubu Islamic State agenda. That is what I have come here to do. To continue from where I stopped last time. Before I continue, I want to make a very important announcement. Our attention has been drawn to the fact that many people has been lured into going to protest in Imo State. Our people has been lured to going to protest in Imo State. Nobody is against protest. Simon Ekpa is not against protest. Autopilot is not against protest. The only thing we are against is the timing of the protest and exposing our people to be killed. If they get killed today, nobody is going to talk. Nobody has been talking. As a matter of fact, one of our brother were killed also as a result of the protest by Ebubago. So we are not, if anybody is telling you that autopilot is against protest, just know that they are enemy of Biafra, because all they do is to just look for a way to slander and propagate lies against the movement. So we are not against protest in any way. As a matter of fact, we have been supporting protest, but these expelled criminals has been the one that say nobody should protest. So they are trying and struggling to be relevant, and nobody want to identify with them. So anybody that want to go to Imo State, for those who they have paid money or to go to Imo State, or they have given transportation money to go to Imo State, nobody is against you going to Imo State. But remember, if bullet hit you, nobody is going to talk. It is still us that will take this war, and we have already taken the war upon ourselves. So what we are saying is that we have a reason to say that, in due time, when we have put every mechanism in place to protect anybody coming out to protest, you are going to know. For now, if you go to Imo State to protest and it happens that they started shooting and all that, the mechanism, those sending you have no mechanism. They have no security. They have no, they don't have anything on ground to, to protect. It's going to be, we just hope that it doesn't happen. But if it happens without, a strategy put in place, it is going to be a disaster. And we don't want that. And when it happens, they are still going to blame us. When it happens, it is not you. It is not even the people that ask you to go to protest. It is still the autopilot. They will say it is us that did it. They will say it is our fault. So what we are saying is we need to, when we are ready, you are going to go out if that is what you want, and you will be protected. And it is coming as soon as possible. we are working day and night to make sure that we put mechanism in place so that you can come out like a lion and like tigers and protest in the street of Biafra if you want. And anybody that comes, we are going to face the person. So that is what we mean. So anybody telling you to go and protest now have nothing in place to protect you in case if you are being attacked by Bubago. So the intels shows that tomorrow a lot of people have been asked to travel to Imo State to protest. My advice to you is that if you are going to Imo State to protest, open your eyes and be prepared to face anything that comes your way. And this particular protest, like we have said, we are not against it. And we will never be against any protest in Biafra land. Now, having said that, for those who are in their own quarters insinuating that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is the leader and there is no other leader, nobody has ever challenged the leadership of Onyendu Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. But you know, they have to use his name, like what we saw today in one of the garbage, faceless and criminals hiding somewhere in Anambra State, writing. So nobody has ever challenged the leadership of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, and nobody else is the leader except him. So if you come across any stupid write-up from criminals and the one hiding somewhere in another state, just know that you have to disregard them. These are people whom we have, criminals whom we have chosen at the moment. So all they do is to see how they are going to be relevant in the struggle. And then we go. I want you to understand that today I come again with the Muslim ticket and Tinubu and Shettima. The last time we talked about Abiola and Kingibe. As we talked about Abiola and Kingibe, we told you that Kingibe abandoned Abiola. So today we have come to show you some of the things that you don't know. Okay? You see, what is happening now is the complete Islamic State agenda, which we have seen even before it is happening. And we are going to fight it. And next year will be the end of Nigeria. Kingibe left Abiola and they came back after they killed Abiola. They recognized him as the vice president of Nigeria. Now, I want to take you to the person of Kingibe. If you are asking me to refresh Tokos, go and refresh your phone, not this broadcast. This broadcast is showing very well. I am watching it from somewhere else, another device. All right. Now, I want you to look at what I'm about to show you. A moment. This is Kingibe. Baba Gana Kingibe. Baba Gana Kingibe. I want all of you to watch this. The Abiola election was between 1982 and 1993. I have been able to show you people that Kingibe abandoned the election, abandoned Abiola according to the plan of the caliphate. And then Abiola suffered and died alone. after they killed Abiola, they took their brother, which is Kingibe, and begin to decorate him with appointment, national honor, and all of that. As you can see, they added this one they call OV. You see, OV, GCON. As you can see, all this title was given to him after they killed Abiola. Now, I want you to let us look at the profile of this man called Kingibe. Let us look at the profile. The profile is what I have come to show you today. Let us look at the profile. The profile of Kingibe. Now, look. Secretary Kingibe was compensated by Fulanis during the Obasanjo regime. Also, is it the Obasanjo regime or Yaradua? I think Yaradua regime. They compensated him and he became secretary to the government of the Federation. After they killed Abiola, Kingibe became secretary to the government of the Federation. Are you getting the point? From 2007 to 2008, they decorated him with the secretary to the government of the Federation, while Abiola was languishing and his skull was somewhere in the grave. Do you get the point? During Yaradua, they made him secretary to the government, to the Federation. Let us continue. Kingibe, after abandoning Abiola, and Abiola died and paid the price of his own sin by being part of that election, because it was not actually to be part of the election. They only used Kingibe to deceive Abiola that there is hope in their Muslim ticket. Now, after that, they packaged Kingibe and they were feeding him very fat. Kingibe was made the Minister of Power and Steel from 1997 to 1998, even before the democracy returned back. They compensated him from 1993 to 1997. How many years? 4 years. From 1997 to 1998, when did the annulment of the Abiola election? 1993. So barely 4 years after the annulment of the election, and barely 4 years after Kingibe abandoned Abiola to die alone, they made Kingibe Minister of Power and Steel under Sani Abacha. The same man that annulled the election and killed Abiola. Head of State, Sani Abacha. Are you hearing that? Let us continue. Kingibe, again, Minister of Internal Affairs. The election was annulled 1993, but in 1995, Kingibe was appointed Minister of Internal Affairs. Barely 2 years after he abandoned Abiola and they killed Abiola, just 2 years, because he was used, just like they are using Shettima now with Tinubu. And Tinubu, because Tinubu don't have brain again, Tinubu is a dead man walking. But of course, those Yorubas that are running around Tinubu are the real Mugus. They use Shettima now to run Tinubu, and Tinubu is shouting Muslim ticket. The same thing, Kingibe. this same Kingibe have now come to play the role he played during Abiola, and he has endorsed the Tinubu. Now, Kingibe, just 2 years after they used him to kill Abiola and he abandoned Abiola, they made him the Minister of Internal Affairs under Sani Abacha. Barely 2 years. I want you to follow this thing in chronological order. He became the minister from 1995 to 1997. Meanwhile, the annulment of the election was in 1993. And before then, Kingibe have been advised, according to the plan, to abandon Abiola completely. Now, the Kingibe, Minister of Foreign Affairs, under the same Sani Abacha, from 1993 to 1995, the same year, the annulled Abiola's election, Kingibe was already Minister of Foreign Affairs. I am telling you that by this time, Abiola was struggling and was still showing muzzle, Yoruba muzzle. As Abiola was showing Yoruba muzzle that he won the election, his vice president already abandoned him according to the plan of the Fulani. While Abiola was still parading and reading paper, granting press statement how the election was annulled and all that, the vice president already collected a minister job, portfolio. 1993, the same year, Kingibe was appointed the Minister of Foreign Affairs. And yet, Abiola did not see what was going on. Nigeria, Nigeria. Abiola did not see it. And Abiola was shouting, going from one platoon until he was arrested. And I think Abiola was arrested, was it in 1990? Whatever, you people can help me, because when he was arrested, I think it was in 95 or something like that, or in 93, he was arrested. Now, from 1993 to 1995, Kingibe became Minister of Foreign Affairs under the same Abacha. Remember that it is the same Abacha who killed Abiola, his running mate. Okay? I want you all to listen and follow this in a chronological order. Before then, Kingibe was chairman of the Social Democratic Party. He was the chairman from 1990 to 1992. Are you following? From this time to this time, Kingibe was the chairman and he became the running mate to Abiola. And it was a plan. They planned it and they say, go, let us just go there and follow Abiola. Okay, Abiola was arrested at the end of 1993. All right. And let me tell you, somebody say Abiola was arrested in 1994. Okay, well, it does not matter which year Abiola was arrested. But what I have come to tell you today is that the running mate of Abiola, which is the Minister of the Foreign Affairs, as at then, when he was arrested, so let us assume that Abiola was arrested between 1993 and 1995. So everybody knows when Abiola was arrested. So Abiola was arrested between 1993 and 1995. What this thing means is that Kingibe was part of the arrest of Abiola. Do you understand it? Kingibe was part of the arrest of Abiola. And I want you to understand that immediately after this election, Kingibe promotion began to come like catapult. They begin to make him minister of this, minister of that. I am going to go back again so that you will see how many minister Kingibe was just within a short period of time. Within a short period of time. It was what they bargained They told him, if you are able to bring Abiola down, you will never become a poor man. We will give you every position, to the extent that even at in the death of Abiola, Kingibe was recognized as the vice president of Nigeria officially. So now somebody say June 11, 1994. Anyway, my point is that Kingibe was part of the people that arrested Abiola. Let us continue. Kingibe, 1988 to 1989, was the secretary to the Constituent Assembly. Who appointed him? Ibrahim Babangida. I want you to understand the clique here. It has always been Kingibe's rise in Nigeria. The Fulani rise has always been either Babangida or Sani Abacha. These two individuals. So it is Ibrahim Babangida appointed him in 1998 as the secretary to the Constituent Assembly. Are you listening to me? Now, let us move forward. Permanent secretary. Kingibe was appointed as permanent secretary of the Special Service Office. Who appointed him? Babangida. I want you to understand that everything Kingibe has been today came from Babangida and Abacha. And these two persons killed Abiola. Now, permanent secretary of the Special Service Office. Who appointed him? Babangida. Do you know why I'm saying this? Why I'm doing this exposition today is for you to know, the clique of Kingibe. Kingibe has been in the carcass of the killers of Abiola, even before he became a running mate to Abiola. That is what I'm trying to establish here. Okay? Now, let us continue. I want you to know another person have entered. One of the greatest enemy of Nigeria and the greatest enemy of Biafrans have entered. Kingibe was appointed Nigeria ambassador to Pakistan from 1984 to 1987. Who appointed him? Muhammad Buhari. Are you people following? Muhammad Buhari appointed him as ambassador to Pakistan. Now, I want to remind you people that in Nigeria today, Nigeria officially have this Pakistanis military present in Nigeria, especially the Air Force, the Nigeria Air Force. They have Pakistanis training them in Nigeria. If you go to Ikeja cantonment, to the Ikeja military base or so, you are going to see not less than 1,000 Pakistanis military there. Okay? Now, how do you now correlate this? That this Kingibe, who was ambassador to Pakistan, to show the Islamic force in him, to show the extremists in him, to show that, he has been, nurtured from day one to do what he did to Abiola. He has been nurtured, he was trained, and he was on agreement with his fellow jihadists to just go and deceive Abiola, and they killed Abiola. So I want you to understand the three persons that have made Kingibe today were the greatest enemy of Nigeria. The carcass of Kingibe has been the greatest enemies of Nigeria. And who are there? Buhari, Babangida, and Abacha. All appointments of Kingibe came from these three evil men. Now, let us continue. Kingibe became Nigeria ambassador to Greece and Cyprus. In office 1981 to 1984. Who appointed him? Shehu Shagari. Shehu Shagari. Do you understand? When Buhari dissolved Shehu Shagari's government, Shehu Shagari did not go to prison. Buhari jailed Igbo Ekweme. Was it Alex Ekweme, if I'm not mistaken? It was only Shehu Shagari that did not go to prison. They shielded Shehu Shagari. They protected him, the same clique, the same cabals. Are you following me? Are you following me? I want you people to understand that what you don't know is bigger than you. What you don't know is bigger than you. When Buhari overthrew Shehu government, Shagari did not go to prison. The same thing they did to Abiola. When Abiola was arrested, already, Kingibe was already part of the government that arrested Abiola. His own running mate. His own running mate. They pushed Abiola and captured him and arrested him. And nobody could save him. They killed him in the prison. Are you following? The same Kingibe and this jihadist movement continued. This is what are called a restructured Nigeria. It is called conquest. There is a mechanism already put in place to conquer Nigeria. And the mechanism is here. Do you see how they built Kingibe from scratch? Now, they appointed him, this appointment, that appointment. So, before he became the running mate of Abiola, they already know what his mission was. He went there on trust. He can never betray them. He can never beat them. Immediately they tell him, denounce Abiola. He denounced Abiola. And the same time, he became minister. Are you following me? So let us continue. Shehu Shagari appointed him Nigeria ambassador to Greece and Cyprus. Now, and as you all can know, whoever that come from the southern Nigeria, you must protect the interest of Fulani before you become a president. Before you do anything, the interest of them must be protected. Now, this same Kingibe became principal secretary to the president of Nigeria in office from 1976 to 1981. Who appointed him? Olusegun Obasanjo and Shehu Shagari. Do you understand? And when you see Olusegun Obasanjo, he is just a ceremonial person. The people directing him and deciding for him are always these people you see. Shehu Shagari, Buhari, Babangida, Abiola. All of them are the one. Obasanjo is just there as a Yoruba face. As a Yoruba face. Nothing else. Do you understand who Kingibe is now? Now, let us continue. Kingibe become principal political secretary, Supreme Military Headquarters. Are you hearing me? Are you hearing me? This is the same thing this Baba Ahmed or whatever they call him. Thank you very much. The same thing they are doing to Baba Ahmed. Are you hearing me? He become principal political secretary, Supreme Military Headquarters. Who appointed him? Shehu Yaradua. Same Fulani, same man. Are you hearing me? All right, let us continue. Now, who was Shehu Yaradua? Shehu Yaradua was chief of staff. Chief of staff. Are you people hearing me? Now, what is the detail of this man called Kingibe. Kingibe was born on the 25th of June, 1945. 1945. And he was born in Borno, Northern Region, British Nigeria, now Borno State, Nigeria. There is something I want you to pay attention. Okay? All the Biafrans that were born in Biafra, when you go to Wikipedia, do you know, have you checked and noticed that whether they put Biafra in those people that were born in Biafra? You know, for example, our leader Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was born in Biafra. So I don't know, you know, we need to check the Wikipedia whether it is like that, because here he recognized this flag. This was British Nigeria flag. So this man is having this thing in his profile in Wikipedia, and he has British Nigeria. So those who were born in Biafra, do they have Biafra, former Biafra in their profile in Wikipedia? I am just asking question. And if they don't have, they should go and start putting it in their Wikipedia. Those born in Biafra are Biafra. You can't remove that. Now, when you go to his profile, you see it. British Nigeria. So if it is not for, if it is not for, if it is not for something that he want to preserve, why would he put it here? British Nigeria. He could have just said born in Borno State, Northern Nigeria. As simple as that. So what is the reason for putting British Nigeria? For history. For history. Do you hear me? I want you people to understand that also want to maintain their own history. But they are removing the history that has to do with you. Now, political party, all progressive, from 2015. Other political party, other political affiliations, People Front of Nigeria, 1988 to 1999. Social Democratic Party, 1989 to 1993. So in 1993, he just abandoned the party because he has accomplished his mission. Democratic Party, 2016 to 2015. Are you following me? And immediately the Fulani agenda came in, he abandoned PDP. That is how they do. I don't know why people are so interested in pronouncing name of people that has nothing to do with me. You just come here, I pronounce Kingibe. Did you not understand that the Kingibe I'm talking about is the Kingibe? Why must you come here to start correcting Simon Ekpa pronunciation? Is that your village name? Is that your village name? If it is your village name, pronounce it the way it is pronounced. Are you better than the Fulani who gave their child or their man or their son a name Kingibe? Is that a Fulani name? So don't come here and correct Simon Ekpa. Deal with the pronunciation I'm giving to you, because this has nothing to do with me. It is not my tribal name. It is not my language. So when I pronounce it Kingibe, I take it like that. All of you will come here. I know, I too know, and your name is Antonio. Is Antonio a Nigerian name? Can you tell me what is the meaning of Antonio? Antonio is not a Nigerian name. It is not even an English name to start with. Antonio sounds like Italian. So where did you get your Antonio from? Where did you get the name? You see. And if you are answering Antonio, if you are watching this program, I don't know whether you're a Biafra. If you are a Biafra, how can your old mother in Nigeria or a Biafra land pronounce your Antonio and get it very well? Or do you continue to correct them every time they pronounce your name? Every time they call you Antonio, or Antonio, you are saying them, no, it is not pronounced Antonio, it is Antonio. Is that what you will be doing to your people? So go and answer a name that is given to you by your father and mother so that you don't end up correcting them every day. Okay? Because that is not a village name. You understand? Thank you very much. Because this Kingibe is not your village name. Okay? Right. Let us continue. Education, Bishop Stafford College, and all that. Diplomat profession. So, haven't seen the Kingibe, how it all started. Haven't seen Kingibe, how it all started. I want us to go to now the Abuja Declaration of 1989. What do you know about Abuja Declaration of 1989? Abuja Declaration of 1989. The same agenda. That is why we are not going to have election, because Biafra is coming next year. Abuja Declaration of 1989. I want to tell you something today. Just a brief on Abuja Declaration of 1989. The declaration is the outcome of conference of the African countries. The outcome of the conference of African countries of Organization of Islamic Cooperation, the OIC. And that happened in 1989 in Nigeria, in Abuja. These people launched a communique for Islam in Africa organization, which was founded through conference. I want you to pay attention, because a lot of you do not understand what is happening today. The Islam in Africa organization, the IAO, is in Nigeria statuted in Islamic organization. Also is an initiative of the Organization of the Islamic Conference, later reformed. The association by Muhammad Bugaji. It is the current Secretary General, if I'm not mistaken. So, you have to ask yourself, what of this declaration of 1989? What is the goal? What is the goal? The goal is what is happening now. We need to refresh. All right, sorry about that. So, what is the goal of this Islamic conference, otherwise called Abuja Declaration of 1989? And what are the strategies? This organization was founded on 28 November 1989 in Abuja, Nigeria, with the goal to win the whole of Africa. Are you paying attention? With the goal to win Islam. It happened in Nigeria, in Abuja. The statutes and the goal are ratified in 1991. Something that will shock you today. Believe me. Again, we are having some network issue. I do not know why the network is fluctuating. And whenever we mention this name, the network disappears. All right, well, I think we are back. So, I did not know why they... Let me keep it where this thing where it's going to have some peace. Okay? So, we refresh again. Now, so what am I trying to say? What I'm trying to say is that the statutes of this particular declaration and their goals are ratified in 1991. And this mark her formal, definitive foundings. The founding communique is also called the Abuja Declaration. Do you understand me? Now, the starting point for the conference, for this particular conference, is the fact that Africa is the only continent with Islamic majority, and therefore Africa should become completely Islamic. Do you understand my point? That the reason why you have Abuja Declaration is that there is this thing going on in their head that majority in Africa continent are, Muslim. So they have to, therefore, Africa should become completely Islamic. That is the reason why, if you go to the entire West Africa, they have succeeded in putting Muslims as president. Whenever election is coming, they reach out to other countries, their neighboring countries, who are now Muslims, to get their support. And you'll be wondering, why are they reaching out to neighboring country to get their support? However, they support each other is something that you know already. They support each other by importing terrorists, by exporting terrorists. They support each other by bringing voters if need be. They do anything to make sure a Muslim man becomes the president of their neighboring countries, because it is the main agenda of the Abuja Declaration of 1989. Are you getting the point? And I told you the other day when I was making the exposition on Tinubu, I have not even started the exposition on Tinubu because I'm going to open Tinubu can of worm. I have not started. I'm only telling you now what concerns Nigeria and this Tinubu. I have not gone to Tinubu as a person. Tinubu is a fraud. I am going to expose Oluwole of Tinubu, or Tinubu of Oluwole. It is coming. And I want you to make it go viral. Go and preach the message. Tell them on social media. Tell them on ground. Tell them that the day of Tinubu of Oluwole is coming. Do you know what is Oluwole? You don't know. We have given him a name. we call him Tinubu of Oluwole. Let it go viral that we are coming for Tinubu of Oluwole. Now, the plan of this Islamic, the Declaration of Abuja, the plan contains a lot of points that are also common for Christians. For, when they fake the Christian missionary organizations and all that, just to deceive people. Ada Onowu, thank you very much for your super chat. We appreciate you. Machineke, keep speaking the truth. Power, knowledge is power. Lack of thereof is extinction. Dalorine Nam, thank you very much. Ada Onowu for your super chat. We appreciate you. So, when we are shouting that we must not renew this particular Islamic agenda by going to vote in Biafra land in 2023, you will now understand what we are talking about. If you renew this thing for 4 years, it will be very disastrous. Even 1 year, extra 1 year of Nigeria is disastrous, is risky. We can't risk even 6 months again in Nigeria because you don't know what they're going to do. So they claim they have also planned for, Christians and all that, but of course we know it is all fallacy. Now, a battle plan was composed. A battle plan was composed to Islamize Africa with some less innocent point in that decision. Are you aware of that? That is what they are carrying out today. That is why everywhere, let me tell you, I want to show you something. The reason you see that, I want to show you something. One moment. You see, the reason why the jihadists and terrorists are everywhere in Nigeria and nobody is arresting them is because of the teaching I am giving you today.
This is life. This is life. Reporting life in Okene. We just got attacked by bandits at gunpoint. I dey hear news, I dey see news. Today I saw it live. This is why people don't go by road. This is exactly why people don't go by road. They took our driver, seems who is driving, is another passenger driving. They took the driver, the guy in the front row. The seat I'm sitting on right now is not my seat. The 3 people here have been taken. This is what's remaining of the whole. Yes, they took the fair lady here, the old man.
Are you hearing it?
This is 2 ladies that she gave me her food to drop her just here. Is it not that lady here said she was taken to? This is what is remaining of us in the bus. We are stuck here in Okene. Nigeria is finished. Nigeria is finished. Just not up to 100 kilometers. 50.
Are you hearing that? Nigeria is finished. Now, this is the reason. I am telling you what brought the insecurity everywhere in Nigeria because it is the Islamic agenda. Nobody is going to arrest them. Nobody is. They will only tell you we are on top of it. Oh, we are on top of it. And then, we are on top of it. Even at a military checkpoint, they will kidnap and nobody will talk. Akwa ete kamba etiowo. Thank you very much for your super chat. We appreciate you. Mohammed Bola Tinubu of Oluwole, drug kingpin or drug baron. No election in Biafra land, end of discussion. Exactly. we are going to visit the Oluwale Kingpin. He is the chief and the Oba of Oluwale. Everything about Tinubu is forgery. Forgery, forgery, forgery. He forged primary school, he forged secondary school, he forged everything. He even forged his own person. He forged his name, he forged everything. He forged his origin, he forged his identity, he forged where he come from. He's not a Lagosian, so everybody knows that. But he forged it. He forged it and he became a Lagosian. Now, so, and I know some of you may have also seen video of the one happening in Biafra land, where somebody was explaining to military man that Fulani was there kidnapping, and they are always kidnapping, very close to the military, because the military are like 2 kilometers away from them. And what people are yet to understand is that they can only kidnap in, very close to military because military is shielding them. They can't go where there is no military because they're gonna face a lot of. They don't know who is coming, so they are, very close. They always kidnap very close to military checkpoint, where they are very, very sure that our ESN will not come there to deal with them. Because if our ESN go there, it is a direct confrontation with the military, and they know it. So I want you to understand that most of the point they put in this Abuja declaration to ensure only Muslims are elected to all political posts of member nation. Do you understand what I'm saying? Abuja declaration is one of the things is to make sure that only the Muslims are elected into political offices in these countries. Today, you have Tinubu and Shettima doing it. I am telling you the fact. And if Nigeria become a country in 2023 that they allow them to have election, you are going to see Tinubu and Shettima winning this election. I am telling you. But of course, it is just a mirage because the election is going to be in Nigeria, not in Biafra land. And when Tinubu and Shettima win this election, nothing is going to happen. Tinubu is going to die, and Shettima become the president. But this is just imagination because it is never going to happen. Now, I want you to listen to the point I'm going to make here. What they decided on the Abuja Declaration to what their vision for Africa is to make sure that all Muslims are elected into all political position in the member state. To eradicate in all its forms and ramification all non-Muslims religion in member nation. Such religion shall include Christianity, Ahmadiyya, and other tribal modes of worship unacceptable to the Muslims. The word Christianity is underlined in the declaration. I want you to listen very attentively what is going on. Akwaete etekamba etiowo. Again, thank you very much. We should please never forget my Lafia Obadia, warning that the Fulani Nigeria terrorist took his warning or took his life. We should always please remind all Biafrans. Exactly. We can never forget. So I want you to pay attention that number 2 in the line of this declaration is to eradicate non-Muslim religion, including Ahmadiyya. And going forward, to ensure the ultimate replacement of all Western forms of legal and judicial system with the Sharia in all nations before the next Islam in Africa conference. Are you listening to me? Today it is happening. They are eradicating everything Western. Even in Yoruba land today, you have Center for Eradicating Innovation and embracing or replacing it with Sunni. That is how bad this whole thing has become. I want you all to understand that in this declaration, they also said that they must ensure the appointment of only Muslim into strategic national and international posts of member nation. That is why all of them are in the UN with their quota system education. They appoint them and they are representing Nigeria at the United Nations. They also concluded that the executive of this strategy can be recognized in countries like Nigeria, Ethiopia, like executive of this particular gathering, like executive of the conference will be recognized. So if any executive there now he come to Nigeria, the Nigerian government recognize the person against Nigerian law. Because why it is against Nigerian law is because there is nowhere in the Nigeria Constitution where the National Assembly sat and passed a resolution that the member of or executive of this particular conference shall be recognized in Nigeria as an official of whatever entity. But they said it and they are doing it without any law backing it up. So if any executive of this conference come to Nigeria today, they will give him a state welcoming and a state reception against Nigerian law. Fulani don't value the law. They don't, they don't regard the law. So Ethiopia, Nigeria, and Sudan. In Nigeria, more and more provinces choose for the Sharia, leading to heavy protest of Christians, often resulting in violence and bloodshed to both sides. This is the implementation of the Abuja Declaration of 1989. In Sudan, the government chose in 1983 for the Sharia, in 1991 sharpened with death punishment for apostasy from Islam. Now, I want you to listen and pay attention to how they are being funded. Okay? I want you to pay attention to how they are being funded. Now, the government of Nigeria has donated 21 billion US dollar, confirmed an IAO communique as donation to this Islamic Development Fund. Are you aware of that? Are you aware that this Fulani has donated $21 billion? Are you hearing me? Do you know? No, you don't know. You don't know. Do you know what $21 billion is going to do to Nigeria? They use this money to run this organization as a government of its own. But you don't know. You are there shouting Obi. So that you are validating Nigeria, so that Nigeria will continue to use the money that they should have used to give you a social welfare, to give you national insurance scheme, to give you national security. They use it to fund and kill you and take your land. And you are there shouting Obi to validate it. Are you not a cursed human being? You are cursed, completely cursed. You are being hypnotized by their cows. Who is the Desmond? Let us give him autopilot treatment. Who is the Desmond? Come here to talk of Obi. You see, this is their style. I want to assure Biafrans one thing this evening. I want to assure Biafran one thing. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu will be released. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu will free. And if they don't free him, we will free him. I want you to know one thing. You know the plan of the people that kidnap him. The plan of the people that kidnap him is that the only reason they kidnap him is for election to hold. Okay? So that anybody that will come in, they will say, oh, that person is going to release him. That is the agenda. And that is the reason they kidnap him. So, as they kidnap him, they are now begin to front that this person will release him if he's elected. That person will release him if he's elected. That person will release him if he's elected. It become a political bargain. We are not doing that. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu will be freed. He will be released. If they don't release him, we will release him. I am telling you the fact. And let me also remind you, when you see such people coming here to tell you Obi is going to release Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, it is a strategy. It is what they have cooked up even before they kidnap him. And they are trying to let you forget Biafra and begin to preach, let us vote him. If we go there, he will release Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. No, we are fighting for the release of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, and at the same time, we are fighting for Biafra. Do you understand me? Because the idea, that by now, they are very, very shocked about, how fast the Biafra movement is going. They never expected it. So they thought that military Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is captured. Everybody will now come and put Biafra in your pocket, put it in your sock away, and let us talk about the release of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. And then we'll begin to fight. Let us look who will become president. So that this person, has he assured us he's going to release Mazi Nnamdi Kanu? Yes, okay, let us go there. Let us go there and campaign for him. This one we say, I will release Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. This one everybody will run go there. Okay, let us go. He has promised to release Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. By then, Biafra is dead. It becomes the release of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. That is what they planned. So when you see such people coming here to tell you that Obi will release Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, it is an old format given to them. They say, just go there. Just say it. Just say they will release Mazi Nnamdi Kanu so that we forget Biafra and fight for release Mazi. Let me tell them. Anybody that comes to tell you Obi will do this, Obi will do that, Atiku will do this, Atiku will do that, Asiwaju will do that, tell them that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu will be released. And if they don't release him, we will release him. I know what I mean by that. We are going to release Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. And we are getting Biafra. So the arrest of Mazi Nnamdi, the kidnap of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is the beginning of Biafra. Do you remember when I told them? Do you remember that I have been saying this thing? I said, the kidnapping of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu will bring Biafra. Do you all forget? Have you forgotten? No, I don't think you have forgotten. That is what is going to happen. The kidnap of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu will bring Biafra. I have been saying it. And I have told you people that I know the day Biafra will come. I am telling you, I know the day Biafra will come. In those days, when I used to say, I know the day Biafra will come, that social media, everywhere, topic everywhere, criminal, this one, Biafra, the day Biafra will come. I look at them, I laugh. I believe by now, if any sensible human being will know that I didn't say those things for just saying it. By now, everybody that is sensible will know that it is looking like Simon Ekpa know the day Biafra will come. Because the way things have progressed, and what we are doing is not tumbum, is not try and luck. Everything we are doing, everything we are saying, every plan we have is already a template somewhere. So I know the day Biafra will come. Now, so if you see anybody coming to comment, Obi will release Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, block them, block the hell out of them, because that is what they want to use to deceive you. We are giving Biafrans assurance that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu will be released without a scratch. And if they don't release him, we will release him. I have said it today for the very first time. Akwaete Etekamba Etiowo, thank you very much for your super chat again. Islamic said that they are religion of peace and they claim everyone else are unbelievers. Yet, they use iPhone, Japanese car, Korea cars, and Indian product, and the Chinese goods. 21 billion can help Sri Lanka and Pakistan. I am telling you the fact. Now, 21 billion naira Nigeria has spent in this particular running of this particular organization as a development fund. But you are dying of hunger. You can now understand where the money that the terrorists are using to buy their weapons are coming from. Because when you have this organization, what else are they discussing? If you have organization of the agenda is to take over every strategic position in every member state, how are they going to do that? They are going to apply every mechanism available to them. So what is going to be the mechanism to achieve that? Terrorism is one of them. Boko Haram is one of them. ISWAP is one of them. They sponsor them with the money Nigeria is giving to them. 21 billion development fund. Now ask me, what is 21 billion? What development has the Islamic organization that have gotten $21 billion from Nigeria? Where is the development? I am asking you a question. I want you to think. So what they do is that they sit in one place, they come together, they communicate through each other. They say, Boko Haram need money. This one need money. Ansaru need money. ISWAP need money. They fund them. They say, go and commit terror. Go and unleash terror on Nigeria. We are coming to get that country. And Boko Haram, they are doing it. That is why nobody is behaving as if something is happening. And one thing is that the idiotic people from the southern Nigeria are yet to understand it, if not the way we are exposing and analyzing the situation. Are you not worried that Abuja schools are closing down? Yet, military are in the southeast with armor tanks. Are you not worried that the security agency has given a very worrisome report that all schools should be closed, that terrorists are planning attack in Abuja, Katsina, and all this environment? Yet, there is no security there. Military are in the east. Are you not worried? Do you know the reason? The reason is because of what I am teaching you today, the exposition I'm making. That is why I say anybody who is a Muslim from the north can never go against Boko Haram. Forget all these things they are doing. Forget this one come and say Boko Haram. Forget it. Any real Muslim from the northern Nigeria can never go against Boko Haram. Why are you clashing the interests? Because going against Boko Haram is going against the Abuja Declaration. That is what. That is a fact. So anybody come to tell you, oh, I am against any Muslim from the north. I am telling you from A to Z, because they are going to be comfortable with Islamic Nigeria than the secular Nigeria today. That is why they gathered in Abuja to decide and make decision on Abuja Declaration. Do you understand me? Now, this particular organization, the IAO, consists of 4 main organizations, and this organization is called the General Shura, the highest authority consisting of 43 members from all over Africa and diaspora. Are you aware of that? You don't know. Umuokoko. Umuokoko. Obi this, obi that. Are you aware of this? No, you don't know. You don't know. Do you know that the executive committee, do you know that this particular IAO has executive committee that are sitting and sharing $21 billion coming from Nigeria? You don't know. The executive committee, they have also secretariat housed at Abuja, Nigeria. Are you aware of that? Do you know that Nigeria, this particular organization, has a secretariat funded by Nigeria government in Abuja? Are you aware of that? You don't know. Umuokoko. Umuokoko. How many Christian organizations do Nigeria government fund and have secretariat under the Nigeria government in Abuja? How many? How many? Can you tell me how many billions that Nigeria have pumped into any Christian organization? Nothing. You don't know all this. If you know what we know, you will go and purchase aircraft and finish Nigeria one day. That is why we are looking for people to come and fund this movement. We need aircraft because the time will come that we're going to use it to get our freedom. We need aircraft. We need everything needable to make sure that any day we are going to say the madness have come. We will finish it once and for all. And everybody will have lasting peace. Now, the necessary organ to the realization of these goals, the countries, the organization mentioned as members are as follows. Pay attention to me. When I'm telling you something you don't know, I want you to listen to the countries that made up this particular IAO. The people that gathered in Abuja and decided that Africa should be an Islamic continent. What you do in Africa as Christians are to stay and read the Bible. Every day they kidnap priest, they kill him, they butcher him, they cut his neck. You come and talk and you carry your Bible and look while your generation demography is being changed rapidly. The countries that are member of this are Algeria, Benin Republic, Chad, Egypt, Eritrea, Ethiopia, Kenya, Liberia, Libya, Mali, Mauritania, the running mate of Obi is from Mauritania, as you all can remember. Mauritania, Morocco, Niger, Nigeria, Sudan, Somalia, South Africa, Tunisia, and Zambia. If you look at all these people, all this country, Ghana is not there. Ghana is not there. At least, let me use Ghana. Ghana is not there. Cameroon is not there. Okay? Cameroon is not there. Ghana is not there. But look at the country that I have mentioned. Look at Ghana today. Look at Ghana today. Ghana was the people that ordered every Fulani cow to be killed in the forest. And that was how they chased them away, because they have destroyed their farmland and all that. Do you understand? What we are asking of is their possibility to live, the opportunity to live, just like every other person. And so therefore, election will not hold in Biafra land come 2023. And so therefore, we the Biafra people are going to fight to make sure that 2023 election will not see the light of the day in Biafra land. And like we say, all these military that are there will all go down. The day we are going to come out, you will know that you have actually been attacking the wrong people. Believe me, the day we are going to come out, the world will know that indeed there is something that Nigeria government don't know about that is going on. The day we are going to march, you will know that we distracted you. Why serious things was going on, you were chasing shadows. The day we are going to march, you will know there is nothing in Imo State. You will know that Imo State is a distraction. You think that you go to Olo, go to Imo State and start engaging people, and you say, oh, this is the ESN. I am telling you the fact. The day we are going to march, you all will be shocked. Where did they come from? And that day is very, very fast approaching. This is our message to the Nigeria. Tell them that the day we are going to march for our freedom, they will know that they have been attacking the wrong people. It is going to be like a movie. And on this note, having laid this background, as we continue to lay them, we are going to continue the broadcast tomorrow. Remember, we are coming with the Tinubu of Oluwole. May not necessarily be tomorrow, but we are telling you now, chapter by chapter, what you should know that is going to happen. Before I leave, I want to make it very clear again for those who want to demonstrate and those who want to participate in protest. We are not against protest in Biafra land. We are only being what we call security conscious. We are only asking our people in Biafra land to wait until necessary measures are put in place to make sure that whenever they come out to protest, if anything happens, we will protect and defend them. As it is now, that particular measure has not been put in place. So we are not against protest. Actually, we have been the one championing protest and all that. But we say, if you must come out to protest, you must be very, very, very security conscious. Open your eyes, observe your area, look after your brother and sister, look back, look front each time, every minute. On this note, I say, may God bless you. Spread the message and let the world know that we have come to get Biafra, and Nigeria will never survive 2023. From here, from me, is good evening. May God bless Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. May God bless Biafra. May God bless Oduduwa. May God bless the Middle Belt. May God bless Amazonia. May God bless all Umada. May God bless all our alliances and those that are coming this coming week. May God bless all of you. Remember, if you go out to protest, watch your back.
You must listen to her. Of course, you must go and listen to Simon Ekpa, who is doing a very fantastic job. Very great job that Simon Ekpa is doing. Very, very, absolutely fantastic job that he's doing. You must listen to him and share his videos accordingly. Very, very important. He is bringing a new dimension to this very awareness that we are making, and you must listen to him. Very, very important.
Land of the rising sun, we love and cherish. Beloved homeland of our brave heroes, we must defend our lives, or we shall perish. We shall protect us from all our foes. But if the price is death for all we hold dear, then let us die without a shred of fear. Hail to Biafra, consecrated nation. O fatherland, this be our solemn pledge. Defending thee shall be our dedication. Spilling our blood will count our privilege. The vanguard which emboldens the free shall always be our flag of liberty.
You must listen to her. Of course, you must go and listen to Simon Ekpa, who is doing a very fantastic job. Very great job that Simon Ekpa is doing. Very, very, absolutely fantastic job that he's doing. You must listen to him and share his videos accordingly. Very, very important. He is bringing a new dimension to this very awareness that we are making, and you must listen to him. Very, very important.